I maintain I have done no wrong, I have lied to no one, and that is just legal jargon that was put in that statement. Unfortunately, I have to say, I do not believe that the Prime Minister wrote that statement.
Less than 24 hours after his public sacking as Justice Minister, Herbert Volney is now speaking out. Speaking with reporters on the front lawn of his Chamflair home on Friday, the former High Court judge gave a detailed representation of his recollection of the events which led to him being fired. He said at a meeting on July 24th, which included the Chief Justice, the Director of Public Prosecutions, National Security Minister Jack Warner, then Acting Attorney General Ganga Singh, and others, it was agreed that the implementation of the Administration of Justice Act would be done on January 2nd, 2013. Mr. Volney insists that he sought cabinet approval to proclaim Section 34 on August 31st to clear a backlog of cases and to facilitate the rollout of the entire act in January. The only error, according to him, was that he did not consult again with the Chief Justice on this decision. He was critical of DPP Roger Gaspard, who subsequently criticized the proclamation.
He knew of it, did nothing about it, and as soon as the act was proclaimed, he then raises a letter of 27 pages to the Prime Minister complaining. What did he do when he discovered it and he was aware of Section 34? He did absolutely nothing, and that is dereliction of duty.
Mr. Volney told us that had the DPP raised a red flag, he would have made the necessary changes to include white-collar crimes. The former minister also said that when the note was taken to Cabinet to have Section 34 proclaimed, none of the ministers, including the ones present at the July 24th meeting, raised any objections. Given the public outcry, he said, he informed the Prime Minister that he was prepared to resign, and in fact tendered his resignation to Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar, but she refused to accept it, only to publicly dismiss him later. So how does he feel about being fired?
I am very unhappy that I was fired, because I can tell you that I had offered my resignation as the fall guy, because this thing happened through my ministry. And in true parliamentary system, I think that the proper thing for her to have done was to accept my resignation and not go afterwards and for me to see it on television with my wife and children present that I was fired. I had to keep my children from school today.
But Mr. Volney isn't holding any grudges and said he will continue to support the United National Congress.
When Christ was dying, he said on the cross, "Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they do."
I am Chester Sambrano, reporting for CNC3 News.